My Hebrew brothers and sisters, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome back and welcome to Shabbat Day. Today is Friday and we are celebrating Shabbat starting at sundown and we'll go till sundown tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. We just want to say how much we're grateful for you. We thank you. We love you. And thank you for the subscription that you have made. And we ask that you continue to view, like, and subscribe. My friends, 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the globe. This is your Moray, Yeshua ben Uriah Israel. And I want to let you know how much I appreciate the opportunity to come to you. Yesterday, or in the last session, we talked about Joshua assuming his new leadership role and how YAHUAH told him about the book of the law, the Torah, that it should not depart from his mouth, but that he should meditate on it, and he should do it not only in the daytime, but in the nighttime. And he should observe everything that is written in this book. By observing it, he is guaranteed success. He said that was going to make him prosperous. He was going to have success, but not just success, but good success. So now we see that he is sending out spies. So he sends spies to go into the land, and he was sending them from Shittim, where they were at the moment at that time, and so they're going to Jericho. When they went to Jericho, they went to the house of a lady by the name of, or a woman by the name of Rahab. And so Rahab took them and hid them on a roof. So news got to the king that men from the children of Israel came to search out the land. And this king, he wanted to know what's going on, so he sent for Rahab and wanted to find out from Rahab what happened to the men. Where are they? Of course, you know, she lied. She told them that the men, she don't know, they went away. They're gone, so go pursue after them. And after they left, you know, it was about the time for the gate to close. And she got the men to leave and, safely. And, but before the men leave, they have to give her a guarantee that when they come back, they're going to save her father's house. Because you see, she heard, and then they knew about, how the children of Israel, as they were traveling in, and, went up against the Amorites, king of Sion and Og, King Sion and also King Og, and how, they defeated them. And so the fame got into everywhere. So the people's heart melted because of the children of Israel. And so she asked them to give her a guarantee that they were going to save her house, her father's house. So they gave her this scarlet card to tie in the window. So when they come and they see the scarlet card, they know not to touch that house. And so that was about how it went. And but there's something that we want to say about this woman, because Rahab remains as as an example of a woman who, because of her faith, was not only pardoned but was raised to a position of honor. Rahab was admitted among the people of YAHUAH. She married into a respected family of one of the chief tribes. Remember, it's found that she found a prominent place in YAHUAH's history of salvation, because she was the great-grandmother of David. And in the lineage, you will see when our Yeshua was born, you see that in the lineage that she was a part of that lineage. That lady she was a part of that lineage. And you see that over in Matthew chapter 1, verse 5. Thus, she received some of the temporal blessing of the covenant at the time, because that was a blessing that she received and her family received when the Israelite went into Jericho. And this story, we used to sing this, so many men went to spy in Canaan, and then, when they were talking about rowing the wall of Jericho, then the people gave a shout, and the wall came tumbling down and things like that. So, we used to hear these stories when we were a kid growing up, But she's commended, in the New Testament, in Hebrew chapter 11, verse 31, and also James chapter 2, verse 18. James chapter 2, verse 25, rather. We see there, she's mentioned there, she's commended, for her faith. Okay? So in chapter 2, verse 18, listen what he said. Behold, when we come into the land, thou shalt bind this line of scarlet in the window which thou didst let down by, and that shall bring thy father and thy mother and thy brethren and thy father's house or thy father's household, and the home unto thee. So she's going to bring her father's house. All the people, they're going to come from where they live, and they're going to come to her house. Great faith. So she gathered her family, and they came to her house. And he said, it shall be that whosoever shall go out of the door of thy house into the street, his blood shall be upon his head, and we will be guiltless. And whosoever shall be with thee in the house, his blood shall not be on our head, if any man, if any hand be upon him. So they wouldn't be responsible. What they want to say, we have kept our promises. When you gather your family, your father's household, your brothers, your sisters, you bring them over to your house, and when our men come, they will see the scarlet cord in the window that you let us down through. That was a great story. Great story. And she should not tell this thing. She shouldn't tell it to anybody. She shouldn't tell it to anybody. But according to her word, so be it. And she sent them away. And they departed, and she bound the scarlet line in the window, just like you said. So when the men returned and descended from the mountain and passed over and came to Joshua, the son of Nun, and told him all the things that befell them. And they said unto Joshua, truly, listen to this, truly, YAHUAH hath delivered into our hands all the land, insofar even all the inhabitants of the country do faint because of us. See, when you follow what YAHUAH said, you won't fail. You won't have any problem. But if we try to go our own way, we're going to have problem. So we see here that the children of Israel, they cross over Jordan. They cross over Jordan. 3 days. 3 days it took them from that time. Within 3 days, they were over Jordan, they crossed over. And they commanded the people, saying, when ye see the ark of the covenant of the Lord, Elohim, when you see, and the priests and the Levites bearing, remove from your place and go after it. We know the story, how as they passed through, again the water give way for them to pass through. Again, your subscription is needed. Walk with the King. Bless you.